Hello, everyone. My name is Leslie Ruthe, and I'm your host today for Gaming and Leisure's Voice. Today, we're speaking with Sanjiv Goyal, president of Droisys and a published author. Um, Hi, Sanjiv. Welcome. And we're going to get to your book in a minute. But before that, can you tell us a little bit about Droisus? What's in a name? How did you come about that name?
A lot of people have asked me that question, so it's pretty simple. There is a French word draw, D-R-O-I-T. That's for right hand.
Droid,
So
yeah.
we took draw from there and right direction to your system. So that's the idea behind it.
That is really clever. I love that.
And we needed a shorter name, so it's a seven alphabet, so it's perfect.
That's perfect. Okay, well, now we have a meaning to the name, and a little bit about the company. What do you do? Let's talk a little bit about, your core competencies.
So Oasis is about solving customer problem with technology. Almost one third of the casinos in United States use something we have developed, whether it's a loyalty software or a kiosk or you name it. Mostly around player loyalty. That's our experience. Player CRM, how do you do rewards on the slot machine? How do you incentivize the player? How do you bring two different casino management system on one platform, like offer a single player card? We have done it all. And that makes us really unique. I wouldn't be surprised if we can't solve, unless the problem is not solvable, we can solve with technology.
Well, I used to have a CFO years ago. I was really young, and he came to me one time asking me if I could get something done. And I said, anything can be done. It's either time, people, or money. So which one do you want to spend? But pulling the systems together, that is tough. And I've been in this business a while, more years than I care to recall. And it's been the holy grail to pull them all together. People come up with, oh, we have this great slot accounting system, or we have this great table games management, or we're going to do electronic markers. But to be able to look at your customer as a singular person with all of that disparity, so that's a noble cause for your business. I love it.
Not just that, Leslie, even they were on two different casino management systems. It's not only the data is in silos, two different CMS. One was Bali, another was Aristocrat. And you go from casino one to casino two, you can swipe the card, and your points are automatically converted into the different tiers. And that was really a very complex problem to solve.
That's amazing. Well, I could dive into the technical
Yeah.
side. It's like, is this in the cloud? Is it? But we're not going to go there. We'll
Some other day, some other
bring
day.
it back, Leslie.
Lessons from trenches.
We'll talk about that on the next one too.
That was really great, and that has put us on the map of Las Vegas game.
So my next question was going to be, if you were on a really long elevator ride, how would you explain the company? And I think you just did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe so.
So
I
how
can
did you?
summarize it. If your business problem can be solved with technology, we are probably the best company to work with.
I love that confidence. How did you get into the gaming business?
Long story. I came to Vegas. I was speaking in a conference and I was walking in the corridors and I said, it'll be amazing to sign one of these casinos as a customer. And it took us a few years. It was not easy. A
No.
lot of help, a lot of luck from friends I made along the way. And we got our first opportunity with Verona. That's where we built the first mobile VIP host app in the gaming. We were the first company to build that way, way back.
My goodness. And that is this town. It is about um, relationships, knowing people, being introduced by people who have been here. It's very close knit. It's a big business, but it's a tight community at the same time.
Very tight. And the biggest thing, Leslie, I want to bring I just want to share with you is we have finished every single project in gaming. We have taken every single one.
That is a feat in and of itself.
And we are
Yes.
in gaming for more than a decade now.
You've received the coveted sign off. The project is complete. Congratulations.
That's a pretty big deal. We have really lot of happy customers.
Congratulations. I applaud that because the managing is a challenge. Keeping things in scope and helping the customers understand, oh, there's this beautiful end result, but let's concentrate here and then we can add that on. Yeah. I love it.
Thank
I'd like to come back to your book for a second. And can you tell me about your book? I know that we had the book at it was at the forum in mid-year? Yeah.
Yes. So thank you so much for supporting my book. Really, really great to share my book with your audience there. The title is Player 360. That's for your audience.
Okay.
The whole idea behind the book is our world has changed, especially in last 2 years after the launch of OpenAI. Are we changing with that, especially in the gaming industry? I've invested a lot of time in non-gaming world and especially in learning and studying AI. My background is I did masters in applied mechanics with computer-aided design, so always fascinated with computers and technology and how the world is changing. I never thought it will be possible in my lifetime. What is possible today?
Right? I,
So
I
that's
cannot get over it.
So that's the reason I thought maybe a good idea to put together a book and all the learnings I have in the book and share with my friends, share with the people I have in my network. And possibly the book will be a hit. And it was ranked, I believe, last month as 156 in the CRM category, which is pretty high ranking for a CRM book.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Fantastic. And it's on Amazon
It's
and
on
all,
Amazon
all
and a few
the
other stores. Yeah.
all the good places, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is a great lead in for the topic today, which is AI, right? We wanted to talk about hyper personalization, enhancing the player experience with AI. So I think your book is just a perfect example of that. But before we get started, we're going to have to take a break to hear from our sponsors. So we will be back in just a few minutes. Agilysys helps the gaming industry realize its full potential through exceptional technology that goes beyond what other tech providers have trained hospitality to expect. We built our state-of-the-art hospitality-focused software for continuous innovation, industry-leading data sharing, maximum flexibility for best-of-breed performance, and smooth ecosystem integration, and an always learning guest profile engine so you can create personal experiences. It's time for hospitality to go beyond with technology from Agilysys. Well, welcome back, everyone. And we're here with Sanjiv Goyal from Droisys, and we're going to talk about hyper personalization with AI. So, Sanjiv, you're pretty passionate about AI. I mean, we got that from right before the break. And when we were planning this podcast, your eyes were just sparkling when we talked about this. So, we're all feeling it. We're feeling the way the world is going and how AI is really hitting, hitting it hard. I mean, it came so fast, and I was at Google, and we had AI everywhere, but to see it out in the public, I can't believe how fast it took over. So why is it right for casinos? Why would we really want to get this into our casinos?
So let's talk about something very fundamental. In last 20 years, the amount of data we have on each player has gone up like substantially. Casinos have so much information about the player is it's not even a joke. Of course, there are a lot of other compliance and privacy and security concerns, but apart from that, we have so much data. But what are we doing with that data? What are we doing with that information? What are we doing with that interaction? Player is telling us how he would like to be treated. How should we treat him?
Mm,
How should we take care of him in every single step of the way? But amount of data is so much. It's impossible for a human to even come up with the ways how to slice these players into buckets, because that's the old way of doing it. You have different buckets, you put the players in that bucket, and you start putting those promotions for them. This gaming, uh, casino, free play, or I don't know, buffet, uh,
right.
whatever, different buckets, right? And different names. Today, it's not possible. Like, we give you a simple example. On your phone, I wouldn't be surprised if you have more than 10,000 pictures.
I think you're close. Yeah.
Now,
I
how do
need to
you
look right now.
got it, right? How do you find a moment you're looking for?
Oh my goodness, you're right. That is a tough one.
So it's not even an option for casinos to not adopt AI. It is important for casinos to adopt AI because if you are not going to do it, someone else will, and they will take care of your customer and they will become their customer. So it's very simple. Amount of data is growing. How do I find needle in the haystack to provide the better experience to my player? It's all about that. And that's all about what I talked in my book, Player 360. And that's what we are really focused. How can we help casinos or gaming organizations provide the best experience possible for their players?
For their players. And and to do that, so when we're going to truly serve the player needs, and then we also need to make sure that we protect the business needs as well, because we can't have AI taking off and giving away the farm, right? So with that adoption, how do you control and how do you manage the business needs and still take care of the player?
So my take is very simple. There are two parts to it, right? Intelligence and action. AI is making us intelligent, but what action we take, it is still up to us, right? So, for example, if your budget is $1 million for marketing, your budget remains $1 million. You have to stay in that same constraint, but which player and how much? Because today it is very much ad hoc in a way. Uh, the player development teams depends on their past performance. They get certain dollars. They are free to spend that money for these big players, right?
Mhm.
And for other players, we may or may not be even rewarding them appropriately. So it is all about how do we take the marketing dollars we have at our disposal, but we spend it correctly.
And actually get the work done so
Yeah.
that you can.
Not just that, I think the big thing is measurement, right? So now with the AI,
Yes.
I can even measure it, that what campaign I have done, what is the campaign redemption rate, and what kind of lift I'm getting each time this campaign is running. So I can continue to optimize my sales and marketing campaigns, which was a big deal up till now. But today we have so much data available, we can continue to optimize it to the nth level.
And that's the key thing. We started out with data warehouses. In my mind, I'm sitting here thinking, AI, especially when you're talking about the player, it's really like the data warehouse nirvana was somebody watching it and constantly saying, okay, here's more data to add in to enrich what we have.
Yeah.
Now, here's what can we do with it? And you can literally ask it, what should I do for Sanjiv? He's here today. Or even knowing that you're here today. That's the problem, right? They don't even know that you're there.
Yeah, or even if you are there, what do you really like? Because there are a lot of assumptions being made. And not just that, it is in the moment, right? I am there today. My motivations can be very different than 2 weeks ago. So, for example, I'm here in Vegas today. It's extremely hot. I'm not going to play a round of golf. Now, what can I
Right?
do? Of course, casinos would like me to be on the table and playing, but it's not just about that. There is this balancing act. How do
Right.
you ensure you provide the best experience? So, what are the alternative possible? What casinos can do? And let data tells you. So, the big thing is earlier we were collecting a lot of data. So, like 20, 25 years ago, we didn't even have much data.
No.
You can run things with Excel sheet. Now, the amount of data has grown tremendously. And it's not just explicit data, there are a lot of implicit data. So, a lot of data we have, which is not directly correlated. Like a lot of properties I find, they are not even bringing data from different outlets, whether it's a sales or restaurant or shows or
No.
other events. They're not bringing it together. So, that's number one problem. We all know that. But good casinos, or really the well run casinos, have all that figured it out. But now the data is so much. What do you do with that data?
That's right.
And AI is the only way you can analyze it. You can put different models. Now, is AI perfect? No, I'm not saying that. But can AI give you some ideas what you should or shouldn't be doing your business with your business? I bet yes. And that is the nirvana if I think about it for a marketing person. He knows where every dollar is going and why. Because earlier it was they knew where it is going, but why was not really answered. Today they know.
Today they know. Exactly. Yes. Well, we could talk for a long time.
Yes,
I better stick to what we said we were going to cover so that we don't go on a
absolutely.
tangent. So with high staff turnover, how can, and I think we may have covered this, but I just want to ask it. Staff turns over, Vegas is kind of a, musical chairs. How do you ensure that the experience to the player is consistent from one day to the next? And I think you answered it, but
So let's talk a little bit more in detail and stretch a little bit. The big challenge with the gaming is, of course, there is a large number of people involved. Like average casino is hiring anywhere between in Las Vegas 3,000 to 5,000 employees, maybe more sometimes. Seasonal demand and all of that. Then they have expos. So they have a lot of demand of people. And it's impossible to train every single human being, even if there's not much turnover, into multiple tasks, because there are so many tasks. Tables games are very different. Slot game is very different. The waiting
oh
staff is
yes,
very different. The guys at the bar is very different. So there are so many complexities. And customer service, it's not an easy job. It's a tough job. Right? I'm very sympathetic to all the staff. They made this city run. I mean, it's amazing what these
it really
people
is.
do for all of us to provide that quality experience. And you and me both know we go to a restaurant, if the food is not good, we don't want to go back. And the same
That's
thing goes
true.
for casino, right? A small server, because he decided not to serve a drink properly, you can lose a customer.
It's absolutely true. Yes. I mean,
So it's a
it's
huge challenge, right? So how do
very
we delight customer in such environment? So none of the customer, I'll give a simple example. None of your staff can remember what drink you like. It's impossible, right? You have 30 million players in your database. You have millions of people coming every month to your casino. How can you remember every single customer by face and their favorite drink?
You
But
can't.
AI can.
But AI can. Yes, it can.
Right. Now imagine you are playing and somebody showed up and says, "Hey, John, would you like to have your usual?" You look at that person like God. You say, "Wow, you know what I want?" And it's such a simple thing, right? It's just a drink which they are already serving. But AI can really help what John's need are at that point of time. So it's not about cost, it's about delivering that experience with technology where a human being is still serving what they are supposed to do. But now you have so much data available. Or, for example, John just lost, I don't know, $5,000. Now, he qualified for a couple of offers. What offer you should give him to
Which is
make
the
him
best
feel
one?
which is
Yes.
the best one for him? Because you don't care really as a casino. You want to make sure that he keeps coming. Or somebody just won $1,000 or $5,000. You may like to reward him with something small. So is it a show ticket or something else or a buffet or something else, right? And that AI can do miraculously. So coming back to customer service, you take the guesswork out. Now it's not dependent on the pit boss and his mood, what kind of reward you should give somebody on a table game. He has he has a very not a recipe, he has three or five things because AI already knows what kind of reward is appropriate for them.
And
So that can be a one major way of solving this problem, that how do we really provide consistent service which player deserve, not demand, they deserve.
And it allows a little bit of autonomy for the employee, the pit boss or the server or whomever it is that's providing the service. If they're given that opportunity to be empowered and make the decision of the three choices, or it helps them build a relationship with the customer because they can say, "Hey, we got three choices. Which one do you want?" You just like
Exactly.
that.
Now you have options.
Yes. All right.
I
Well,
can extend it a little bit further to be a little bit geeky now.
I love
So,
geeky.
uh, what happened is customer service, you walk into customer service booth, you talk to them, they swipe your card or they print the card, they look at the promotion. It's like huge menu they have. Now, the customer service staff cannot remember all the steps to get to places in the system. It is so much work. These systems are so complicated
They
now, the
are.
players tracking player management systems. What about putting a bot on top of that? Just like ChatGPT. And I talked about it in my Player 360 book. And it's not a pipe dream. It is today possible that I can have a bot on top of a player system and provide responses which are almost 99.999% accurate
Yes.
just by typing in plain English. Oh, what are the two promotion John is qualified for? Oh, can you reprint John's card? Oh, can you tell me how many points John has or how many times he has visited? All their questions just by typing in English. Imagine the time it will save.
Yes.
And what training? There is no training. You are typing in plain English.
You're just talking basically via the keyboard. That's exactly right. You just took me to a level that I hadn't been before. Uh, Adding that level above the interface to just the core system. Uh, I need to book a reservation on Friday and Saturday, June, whatever. Yes. Oh, what
And you can
rooms
talk in
are
multiple languages, by the way.
available? Yes, multiple languages as well. Yeah, you said Chat GPT. I'm learning to accept that. For me, it was always
It's
Gemini.
not just GPT, it's Gemini, it is Anthropic. There's so many out
There's
there.
so many.
And which is great, which is great. The competition is fierce. And I like it because DeepSeek has shown us It's not about money only. If you can think, you can solve problems better, faster, cheaper.
Yes, exactly. Better, faster, cheaper. And DeepSeek really upset a lot of what was considered the norm already, and it's only 2 years old, or 2 years public, we should
Not
say.
even 2 years, actually. But yeah.
Yes. Well, let's move on a little bit. So innovation, if we want to hyper personalize, what would you say is the most innovative way to do this? And don't forget, we have regulatory requirements in our, all the different jurisdictions. Um, Trying to think here where I want to go with this. Yeah, what would be the most innovative way?
Last 20 years, it was all about data. Next decade is all about intelligence and what can you do with that intelligence. So two aspects of it. Because just intelligence is useless, right? You know it, so what? And that's where the agents are
I
coming.
love it. That just sunk in. Okay,
Right.
go ahead. I'm
So,
sorry.
so, so when we talk about AI, it's artificial intelligence. We have the intelligence, but what do we do with that intelligence? That is very important. And that's where the AI agent comes. And what is AI agents? These are uh,
Yes.
just like human beings, but it's virtual human beings in a way, and they are autonomous. So that's very interesting, right? These are not like I tell them do this, do that. They are learning with humans and they are figuring it out. And with that, they are taking decisions on the behalf of humans. So we are almost at that stage where these AI agents will start doing some of our chores. So we can focus on what is important to us. What is important to us? Building this human relationship, this connection, understanding it, finding different ways to do things. Machines can do, if it is process, machines can do better than us. You and me both know very well.
Yes.
And that's where we have huge opportunities. So when we talk about innovation, I believe casinos should start doing a couple of things. One is bot is a no-brainer. They should put a bot on top of their player tracking, a player management system, and start seeing what kind of efficiencies they can gain very quickly. It's pretty straightforward. It is not millions of dollars of investment.
Mm-mm.
Yes, it's some cost. It's not like five, $10,000, but the value of it is going to be astronomical because then you understand what your organization need, what are the challenges your organization has, what are the data which is not available, which you need to expose to these, and then at the same time the security, which is a big thing. In fact, last year I was in G2E and DraftKings, I believe CEO or CTO was there, and DraftKings has invested close to $100 million on just customer protection, this around the security and the privacy. It is an amazing, amazing opportunity as well as a challenge
As a
because
challenge, yes.
it's a challenge because there is a fine line you and me both know. And what is that fine line? That we have to learn. And I believe AI can do that better than humans because AI won't miss. I just recorded a YouTube, like recorded a show on the YouTube. It's on the YouTube now. I'll be happy to share later on. Really talking about how these AI agents are going to transform our world or actually transforming our world today.
They are. So when we talk about securing, and my mind went to training as well. By putting a bot on top of a gaming platform, it really cuts down your training time, getting a new hire up to speed and on the floor and productive. That is bar none the fastest way. But security, I have constantly have tried to talk to CISOs about, let me build a data warehouse for all of your security data, because you get fatigue, you get alert fatigue, and you need AI to smash through that data and tell you the anomalies before they become dangerous.
Yeah.
And it can, where a human can't. I mean, you can run a report, but that's after the fact. You need it to, you know, AI bot, just keep scanning and tell me when you see something weird,
Anything abnormal? You are
right?
absolutely right. You are
Yeah.
absolutely right. And security is a big, big, huge area for AI. In fact, the second thing when we talk about innovation is you can have some smart AI company and the group to come in and look at last 3 or 4 years of your transaction,
Hmm.
see the pattern and help you identify and understand what is really happening. So that's another very simple, low-hanging areas where it doesn't really have a lot of challenges of because you're not doing anything real time. You're just trying to understand. And then you can see how AI can transform your organization. It's very simple.
And it's not a big lift. It's
It's not a big,
really back to what we talked about in the beginning when you said that you finish your projects.
yeah,
It's we're going to do this
yeah,
and let's measure the results.
yeah.
If you're happy with the results, then we will move forward and do the next item. And
And not just us, there are so many brilliant companies and brilliant brains working on this problem. I will be surprised uh, we don't start seeing these AI agents all over our industry in
mhm.
the next 6 months to a year.
Well, it couldn't be soon enough because they do need they just need help in general,
Absolutely.
where's the ice machine? Let AI answer that. You don't need to call the front desk for that. This is so interesting, and we could talk for the longest time, and I think we will. I cannot wait to meet you in person. But we do have to take another commercial break. So we're going to be back in a couple of minutes, and we need to hear from our sponsors. With over 50 years global experience, BPOS delivers comprehensive point of sale solutions tailored for casinos, powered by a robust enterprise platform with all the integrations you need, from player rewards, PMS, and camera systems to business intelligence and more. BPOS seamlessly connects your operations. Our solutions cover point of sale systems, online ordering, self-serve kiosks, mobile ordering, pay at table options, QR code ordering, KDS, inventory management, enterprise reporting, and beyond. Backed by exceptional US-based customer service and support, we ensure your casino's operations run smoothly and efficiently. Okay, everybody, welcome back. Sanjeev, we have covered quite a bit from serving the player needs, delivering a consistent experience, improving business functionality. While we were on break, like I said, you've really piqued a lot of ideas or got a lot of ideas going in my head. But it can't be done all at once. As much as we want to do this, it can't be done all at once. The old data warehousing saying, you can't eat the whole elephant. So for casinos, I'm a casino operator. I want to get started. I want AI. What do I do? How do I get started? Where do I prioritize? Is it efficiency? Is it risk? Is it safety? I'm asking you. Where do I go?
So my take is very simple. It's all about experience. It doesn't matter whether it's a player experience, customer service, your employee experience, your HR, your hiring, to everything. There are plenty of opportunities, right? Even hiring employees is a huge challenge. So there are tremendous opportunities around recruitment process. How do you create a better recruitment experience and you shorten the time of hiring because the cost of hiring is too high. Employee evaluation is a huge challenge. Why can't you use AI for appraisal? You can use AI. So these are pretty low-hanging fruit. But if I am a casino, at the end, I'm in the business of making money. We all understand that. And what is most important, like casino is a player. So easiest and best way to do it is introducing AI in player app. Almost all major casinos have AI. Why don't you introduce a simple AI experience in the player where player
Yeah.
can serve themselves easily, can do all the basic stuff with few lines of talking. And imagine so many players are coming from foreign land. They can't speak English. They know different languages. You can't build all those tools, but AI can. AI can
Yes.
not only understand what player is saying, AI can find the response in the system and give the response from the system in the player's language. That itself, I believe, is a pretty simple and easy uh, solution. And imagine the quality of experience a player will have.
That's a game changer.
And it's simple, right? For example, I'm at a reception desk and I've seen so many times uh, the, the person has no freaking clue. And people are using Google Translator and all of that. Why can't you provide a better experience with your own app so you have better customer loyalty? And that I believe is a great place and first place. If I own a casino or if I am the CIO of one of these major group, that's one place I will implement that.
That is a game changer. It really is. I don't think the casinos realize how easy the multilingual capabilities are with AI. Um, that is a game changer. And it's more than just, putting the website in whatever language, because it's never the same, right?
The experience is not there. Context is
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
The voice it is. I don't know if I last time when we were talking, I gave you an example of one of my. I mean, in India, people have chefs at their home. We're cooking for them, right? So one of my friend, his chef, he can't speak English, and he cooks food with the help of ChatGPT. And he
Really?
talks to ChatGPT in Hindi, and ChatGPT gives him recipes in Hindi,
In
which
Hindi.
is exactly what my friend is asking for: high protein, vegan breakfast. And I have these three things. And the ChatGPT creates a recipe and tells him in Hindi how to make best pancakes. And without him telling pancakes, by the way, these are high protein pancakes.
High
Can you
protein.
believe that?
Oh my goodness.
And I had it. It tasted amazing.
I'm gonna try that.
So people are doing it. Like my friend, his chef or cook, I will say, not even chef, just a cook at home, is using ChatGPT. Possibilities are endless. It's up to our imagination.
It
That's
is up to your imagination. And when we go to the casinos, right, using this, just like you said, if we're using it in HR, if we're using it at the front desk, at the end of the day, the cost of the investment is made up in revenue at no
in
time at
months.
all.
We are
Yeah,
not talking about years of ROI. We are talking about months or weeks.
months. Yes, and it's consistent. So Jeannie and I were talking. She wanted
I
me,
think we should do a podcast just on this.
right?
Every
We
week.
should.
Find interesting example how to use AI in the casinos.
Jeannie and I were talking. I like that. We should do that. We could do like this podcast of, just bouncing ideas and
And bring some really good people who are from different industry and doing some crazy stuff with AI.
I'll talk to Katie. We'll put that together. You got that, Katie? She'll be watching. So before we wrap up, and we do need to wrap up, when Jeannie heard that I was interviewing you, she got really excited. And I'm going to take my eyes away from the screen because I need to read what she wanted me to ask. And I said I was going to wiggle it in. So
I
this
hope I'm not in trouble.
no, no, you're not. This is going to be interesting, and it's kind of new for both of us, and it kind of leads to where we've been wrapping up too. Um, So she said, I'd love to hear Sanjiv's thoughts on Sam Altman's recent comments about the dangers down the road. He and Elon created it, and Sam said that, what was it? That Elon is being speciesist to not realize that humans are not going to be led around and that AI will end humanity. That seems a little harsh, but she goes on to talk about how, AI has an IQ of about 155 right now. So when you think about the average human being, an IQ of 155 is pretty high. And I don't think a lot of human beings can converse and keep up. So, what do you think about this, speciesist philosophy that, humans will continue to control AI, but as the IQ goes up, maybe not?
So I think the question is wrong in my opinion. Right?
All right.
So the question is wrong because when when we uh, when we discover or when we invented electricity, we never thought we are going to use electricity to execute people.
Yeah.
So, that's a very bad example. Right? But let's fast forward the world we are living in today. I don't think it is a question of controlling, it's a question of collaboration. AI is a tool,
Okay.
and the tool is developed by humans. Yes, tool can be smarter than us. All the tools are smarter than us. Computer is smarter than me. I mean, computer can crunch so much information, so much data today. Forget about AI.
Hmm.
I mean, it can store 10,000 pictures. I can't even find an album to store 10. Right. So the point is, should we be concerned? Absolutely, we should be concerned because just like electricity, just like any other tool we are creating, whether it's a tool for cutting or any other tool we are creating, or even atomic bomb, you can use that to blow up people, or you can use that to create almost infinite abundance energy, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
It's what we do with that. It's a tool for us. And yes, there is a danger because if somebody use this tool for their own hidden agendas or which is what we discovered with Cambridge Analytica. That's a very good example with AI
Hmm.
or without AI, how you can influence people with social media and which can change the destiny of a country, change the destiny of a planet. Fake news, fake information. So, how AI is going to damage? Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Yes.
Somebody with the ulterior motive will start generating fake things, fake president. Like Trump never said that, for example. Like, I don't care if people or our audience are against or for, but Trump never said that. But AI generated that.
Hmm.
That become the final word. And who is going to uh, tell the world that this is not the real Trump, this is the fake Trump? That's the danger we are into. So the
It
danger, but
is.
who is creating it? Humans are creating. So, in the end, it's all about humanity, what we collectively decide. Yes, there will be people who will be hacking into the system. Yes, there will be people who will be creating these kind of uh, fake news, fake videos. We have to figure out a way. System has to work for it. I mean, we are going through a financial scam right now. Our own company. What can we do? We have to fight. We have to figure it out. So the challenge will be more complex, will not be as simple as the
Mhm.
challenge that we have today, because the today we still have some level of, oh, this is a real book, and the book we read on the computer is a digital book. We are getting into an era where the difference between the fake or not fake, I'll say, digital and real will be very they may not be there
The
because
lines
one
will be
minute.
blurred.
Yeah, the
Yes.
lines will
Yeah.
be blurred. And that is the biggest challenge. And that's where I see the biggest problem, like false misinformation, I'll say, not false, misinformation. And that is what is going to cause a lot of chaos.
I think it will. And it goes back to, protecting the privacy of the individual. We talked about protecting player privacy, but it's how do I protect myself from somebody, spoofing my image and I could
Yeah,
just
pretending to
imagine
be you.
already, right? Is spoof my image and then go and use retinal identification and open up a bank account and boom. I mean, there's so many nefarious things that can be done. And you're right, we do need to control it. And that's it's not so much the IQ of AI, but it's the misuse of the tool, I think, like you were saying. Yeah.
So that's the challenge, and I don't have the answers for it, to be honest. That is something keeps me up, honestly. I talk to my friends about it. I talk to the people I meet, a lot of really, really smart, intelligent people, and I'm fortunate I get to meet best of the best people, like who are really doing. In fact, I briefly met Sam in TED conference a couple of months ago in uh, Vancouver, TED Vancouver, and was very interesting. There were a lot of conversations, and they put Sam on a pretty much like a hot seat, and he almost said that, "Aren't you grilling me here right now?" And it was like if you go and check his interview on the TED Vancouver, it's definitely worth watching. And Sam was grilled by Chris like anything. So answer is, I believe AI is definitely smarter, already smarter than average human being. Absolutely. That's not even a question. But if we don't mess it up, it will be an amazing partner and collaborator for us. But if we mess it up, yes, there is a problem.
Well, on that note, I think we're going to have to wrap this up. And that was a great note to wrap it up with. Just fantastic. Um, I've had a good time. I always go into these going, I hope it goes well. And this has been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot and I'm not an IQ of 155, but I know AI and I've been in the business. So thank you very much. And thank you for being a member of the gaming and leisure community. We're going to see you at the roundtable in October because
Absolutely. Looking forward.
I cannot wait. Will you be golfing with us?
Most probably.
Most probably. Okay, great. Well, and I hear you're taking pickleball lessons.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. How's that going?
It's amazing. In fact, I'm just thinking while you're talking about AI, I say, who knows? We'll be playing with AI soon.
Oh yeah. How does AI play pickleball? That's a good question.
It can, because we practice with a machine today, but the machine is pretty like simple. It just throw the balls one side or the other side. I think with AI, it can really see my game with a video and truly throw the ball at the
Um,
right place.
Now that is really taking pickleball seriously. Oh my goodness.
We are getting there.
All right, so I promise I will learn to play pickleball. They're building a bunch of pickleball courts out here. So, Jeannie, maybe we need to do pickleball instead of golf one year. I don't know. I think a pickleball tournament would be a blast.
We can do both.
Yes, we could. Well, everyone, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you again. I really enjoyed it. And everyone out there, please make it a great day, and we will see you next time.